Hey, how's it going? Checking in with my update for today, and I've just landed back at home. A long day. I left home this morning about 9 o'clock, drove to Chester Racecourse, and was there for lunch, and then for this conference, and then did my piece at about 3 o'clock for about an hour and 5 minutes, I think it was, and then stuck around for a little bit longer. Quick stop off my dad's on the way back down, and just another 3 hours back to here. So yes, a long day, a long time since I've done that sort of distance to then do a job and then come back again. I mean, first face-to-face meeting in 19 months. I think prior to that, I was probably on a train up to Birmingham or something, so nowhere near as far as that. But just really, really pleased with the way it went today. It wasn't perfect, and I don't think I wasn't, well, I know I wasn't expecting it to be perfect, but I managed to video the whole thing as well. So my intention is to go over the video and have a look to see which bits worked, which bits didn't. I actually felt, usually when I'm rehearsing things and I'm practicing things and listening to how they sound, I think to myself, actually, some of those bits, they sound pretty good, but they never sound the same. They never come out the same when I'm actually delivering it live. But for today's session, there were quite a few passages and lines and elements that actually seemed to really flow and seemed to kind of land better than when I'd been rehearsing them, which is the opposite of what I normally have. So that was good. But then at the same time, there was, I'm being very kind of, evaluating myself and critiquing myself. There was still a fair amount of unplanned, unmethodical movement on the stage as well. Quite a long room. It's called the long room, actually, just the racecourse. And it meant that there was quite a lot of space left and right. So I did find myself pacing a little bit, which I know is something that I need to work on. So, but the stories, I told some stories. I started with a story which was a real step outside of my comfort zone today. Normally I start with like thanking and saying, "Oh, isn't it great to be here?" and a bit of interaction, but I just kind of kicked straight onto a story. I said pretty much told it the same way as I had rehearsed it, but with a few bits that sounded a little bit better. Some of it perhaps not so well, but I need to go back over the video and speak to a few people to see actually how did it land. Got some good feedback at the end. A few people came up to me and spoke to me afterwards, and the organizer seemed pleased with the event, but it's what happens next. That's the most important thing. In fact, that first story was about somebody who I spoke to a month later after delivering a session to his team about 6 years ago, and he'd made some dramatic changes in his life. So it's about what do people do with this information. But anyway, that aside, pleased with the performance, pleased with the content, pleased with the structure. I'm tired now, so I'm going to close this off because I also have to get up early tomorrow and do a 3-hour version of this over in Milton Keynes for another firm of surveyors tomorrow. So I'm going to finish this, power down for a little while, and then go to bed. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Give it a like, subscribe to the channel, and check back in again tomorrow for another daily update. Bye for now.